Hello guys. We carry on Broken Sword 2 today. It's really bright for some reason. We're carrying on Broken Sword 2. We just blew up the jail. Well, not really blew up jail, but pulled the jail apart. And now we are onto the treehouse. So, let's see what we got.
To be working just fine.
What we got to do?
It was a pile of damp leaves. It was heavy. I guess that was intentional. The leverage from the cross allowed me to turn one of the stones, but the other one remained stationary.
Excuses. Right, so need to get up there.
That vine rope could be useful.
That looks weird.
Nope. No. Not such a...
Why does it sound? His voice doesn't sound right.
I wasn't convinced that was the right thing to do. It was a pile of damp leaves. It seemed to be working just fine. It was a pile of damp leaves.
Pick up the damn leaves.
The vine provided a drive belt to connect the two stones. The cone was ideal as a makeshift container.
But what are we making?
Now I had the contraption working.
But what do we do with it? Right.
It seemed to be working just fine.
Really? That? We need to get the attention of someone up here.
Hello? Anyone home? A wooden box was connected to the nearby
Hey Dee,
water wheel.
how are you doing? I don't know what else I'm supposed to be doing.
The machine was broken.
Oh, duh. I know I'm supposed to start a fire, but I can't remember how. That? No. Not too bad, not too bad. A bit tired from work. Other than that, I'm good. I wasn't sure if I was going to stream today, but figured I might as well because I didn't stream yesterday. So today I am. I know I'm supposed to.
It was a pile of damp leaves.
I swear that there's supposed to be a way of doing this. Am I supposed to go somewhere else? No, I can't go out that way. drink this early. Hey, hun.
I will have no malingerers in my shop. Now go and fetch my lolly.
I've literally got 3 lollies left. Thank you.
It was a pile of damp leaves.
Is that it? Ah.
I placed the bank statement over the damp leaves. No, that's wrong.
Is it though?
I wasn't convinced that was the right thing to do.
Did I? I thought your mum redeemed it last time.
I don't think so. It was a pile of damp leaves.
I can't remember what I'm supposed to do. I know I'm supposed to set it on fire, but...
It seemed to be working just fine.
What do I do? I'm going to do the old LucasArts way of doing it. Combine everything with everything. Use everything on everything. Oh. Ah, there we go.
As I held the fetish to the iron rim of the wheel, a shower of sparks cascaded onto the leaves.
Quick, man, put out that fire. I've got a sick woman up here.
Sorry, Father, but I needed to attract your attention.
I would have thought it worked that quickly.
Who are you? And what do you want?
My name is Stobart, George Stobart.
I'm Father Hubert. I don't suppose you speak French.
Huh? Why do you want to know that?
I found a young woman with a fever by the river this morning. The poor girl is close to death. And there's nothing I can do for her but pray. I don't understand her, but I think she's speaking French.
Hang on. That must be Nico. What are you doing out here in the jungle?
God's work. Not quite the destination I had in mind when I set out, but... well, you know what they say? Mysterious ways and so on.
You didn't plan to end up here?
No. I was on my way to the miners' camp in the north. I was stuck here when my boat capsized on the river.
That's exactly what happened to me. How long have you been here?
11 years.
That's
11
my
years.
girlfriend you've got in your treehouse. What's the matter with her?
She's been bitten by a venomous river snake.
But can't you do something for her? There's a cure, isn't there?
I ran out of penicillin and morphine years ago, but the local people speak of a root which they believe will counteract the poison.
Where can I find this root?
I don't know, but maybe the shaman at the village can tell us.
Will you show me the way to the village?
Me? Oh, but I can't.
Can't. Nico's life depends on it.
You're right. Of course I should, despite my own guilt and shame. But I can't go as a representative of God with a creased collar.
A creased collar? You mean you put your personal attire higher than the life of a sick woman?
I will not go to that village looking anything but my best.
Give me your collar. I'm sure I can find a way to press it.
Just stamps on it on the ground.
Thank you, my son. In the meantime, I must contemplate my sermon.
There was obviously more than a creased collar bothering the priest. The stones were too heavy to turn by hand.
I didn't ask you to fucking turn them by hand, you moron.
So there I was, hundreds of miles from civilization, doing the housework for a priest. It's a strange world.
I'll allow that.
The press worked surprisingly well on the collar.
You can just hear the triumphant music in the background. It's. I think it's when it picks up words like that. It doesn't like it.
Here's your collar, Father.
Thank you, George. You'll probably think it a little odd of me to make such a fuss.
Oh no. If I've been living in the jungle for 11 years, I'd be completely screwy too.
Screwy? Yes, perhaps I am. Ever since my last visit to that
I guess
village.
it could be considered like you if you just say douche like that. You could be implied. I guess maybe
Now you've
in
got
that
your
context
collar
it
back. Will you take me
implies
to the
it's
village?
I
maybe
still
thinks
not
it's
finished
about
my
me.
sermon.
Look, Father, I still don't know why you're so reluctant to visit that village, and it's none of my business. Whatever the reason, it can't be more important than saving Nico's life.
I'm
You're
surprised
I must
Fritz
be
isn't.
crazy. We must make haste to get word to
permitting
reach
it.
the village before nightfall.
By the time we reached the village, it was sunset.
Hello, boys. Glad to see you're still wearing the underpants. What?
They're the best Christmas present we ever had, Father.
Mine are too tight.
Well, we all have our cross to bear. This is George. He has a request to make. I'm afraid I can't stay. Good luck, George.
I mean, you've said it in 3 different ways. It seems so far.
That's a relief. I never feel comfortable with him about.
Me neither. These damn pants keep riding right up my butt.
So, what do you want?
My girlfriend has been bitten by a snake.
So, everyone in my family has been bitten by snakes.
I was bitten by a dormouse once.
She's real sick. I hoped your wise man might have medicine.
Wise man, you must have the wrong village.
Are you going to stand by and let my girlfriend die?
Of course not. What do you think we are, savages?
We'll start the preparations for a cremation feast.
Father Hubert said there was a wise man in the village who could help me.
Ooh, he must mean the old man, the shaman.
Shaman.
I'd like to see the shaman, please.
You can't just go walking in there and demand to speak to the shaman.
Why not?
You have to observe the protocol. The shaman demands tribute.
Tribute? You mean like a gift?
That's right.
The eternal question. What do you give a man who has everything? Give me a clue. What kind of things does your shaman like? Does he have a hobby, a favorite sport?
You insult us. The shaman lives on a higher plane.
Oh, right. Maybe a book would be more suitable. Or a jigsaw puzzle? Don't you just hate choosing presents for people you don't know?
Yep.
This cone could have 1,000 uses.
Yeah? Like what?
A protective helmet?
I don't think so.
Look, I know it's not much, but I want your shaman to have this.
Do you expect him to eat that?
He's an old man, you know. He might choke.
Would your wise man have any use for lipstick?
Not in that color.
Haven't you anything in black?
Of course I don't. This stone is what brought me here.
That's a spirit stone. I wouldn't touch it if I was you.
You're right. It could be cursed.
Here, he'll like these biscuits.
If you say so.
Eat the doggo biscuits.
He liked the biscuits, especially the black ones. He wants to know if you've any more.
Looks like George got a beard at this point.
I tucked the bright red panties in the empty box.
He wants the panties.
Here, I found some more of those biscuits for the shaman.
I'll give them to him.
I don't know if it was something funny when you give him the panties.
The shaman was pretty mad about those panties.
Well, I didn't mean to offend him.
You didn't. He was disappointed that they didn't fit.
I think this is where you can get rid of, like, well, not get rid, but you can, like, sort of shove random things in it, get different reactions.
I dropped the tequila worm into the empty box. Here, I found some.
I'll give them to him.
Here, a tequila worm.
He didn't want the little worm. He's a vegetarian.
I know you're supposed
I
to give him
dropped the
charcoal.
poison dart into the box with just a little itch of misgiving. Here, I found some more of those biscuits for the shaman.
I'm not poisoning the shaman. Me.
I'll give them to him.
He's gone to sleep.
It didn't work.
What?
Your feeble attempt to assassinate the shaman by concealing a dart within this box.
Damn it. Not going to say anything else. Okay.
I put the lipstick in the box.
He ate the lipstick.
Here, I found some more of those.
I like it. I like the fact I've just tried to assassinate him. He still take
I'll
more
give
stuff to
them
him. It's like, oh yes, you may have tried to kill me, but that's fine.
The shaman kept your gift of wax. He was pleased with it.
Can I go see him now?
He wasn't that pleased.
Oh.
I put the Mayan stone in the empty box.
Is this going to be the one? I can't remember if it was the charcoal or the
Here,
coal or
I
that.
found some more of those biscuits for the shaman.
I'll give them to him. The shaman wants to
There we
talk
go.
to you.
I hoped he would. Well, it's been nice to talk to you guys.
I feel like he wanted to say talking to you guys. No, it's to talk to you guys.
That woman certainly wasn't the reason I'd come. That man wasn't the one I'd come looking for.
There's
Hi,
random naked
my
people
name's
running in the
George
background.
Stobart.
Please, sit down. Welcome, George.
Thanks.
What's everybody been up to today then?
Told that a white man would bring the Coyote Stone to this village.
My girlfriend's been bitten by a snake.
And you want me to heal her?
That's the idea. Can you do it?
I'm
Say
not
nothing.
sure. My gums aren't what they used to be.
I got up about 9, sat in, watched my dad, then went to work, and then I'm back home.
Listen,
I've
my
done nothing
girlfriend's
as
in a
well today.
coma. Please, old man, give me the root.
What root?
It's been a quiet day today.
Why is Father Hubert so reluctant to visit the village?
I don't know. He used to come here a lot, but then he just stopped. You'd think he'd want to spend some time with his kids.
Huh.
Did you say Father Hubert has kids?
3 girls and 5 boys by my reckoning. All conceived in the same week at the Feast of the Monkey Dance.
Father Hubert told me of a root which could cure the bite.
He
of
looks
the
like he's got a
river
bloody he needs a shave.
There's nothing sacred with these people. That was our secret, known only to members of my tribe.
snake. If that root is my chance of saving Miko's life, then I want it. Fast.
There is time yet, George Stobart. Time to learn why you were called here.
Fine. If I listen to your story, then will you give me the root?
The eel travels far, but still returns to the place of his spawning.
And look, I'm running a tight schedule, so can you skip the riddles?
Many years ago, when the world was young, the great god and king Quetzalcoatl was defeated by trickery and deceit. His enemy Tezcatlipoca took his place as leader and demanded terrible human sacrifices. A group of loyal priests found a way to trap Tezcatlipoca. But his powers were so great, they knew he would not remain trapped forever. His time of incarceration would end with the eclipse, which marked the close of the 5th age. So the priests fashioned 3 obsidian stones which contained the power to seal the mirror for all time. But before the stones could be put in place, they were seized by the invading Spanish.
But how did they trap Tez, the evil god?
They built a pyramid which they told Tezcatlipoca was dedicated to him.
Tezcatlipoca.
At its center, they fashioned a huge mirror of perfectly smooth obsidian. Luring him into the pyramid with praise and flattery, they used sorcery to ensnare him in the mirror.
There's an eclipse of the sun due very soon, isn't there?
Correct. The eclipse which marks the ending of the 5th age will come before the next full moon.
Less than 2 weeks. I didn't really believe that Tezcatlipoca would return, but I figured Karzak's plans were in some way connected. What happened to the stones?
They were taken by the Spanish to the coastal town that is
One
now
whole
called
minute.
Guaramonte City. Only 1 stone reached Spain.
Did that on
The
the
other
bus on the
2
way
fell
home.
into the hands of buccaneers. The Jaguar stone was captured by an English captain, El Draco. The Eagle stone was taken by a pirate called Ketch. The 3rd stone,
Kitsch.
the Coyote stone, reached Spain safely. That is the stone in your possession.
Tell me more about the Jaguar stone.
Many centuries ago, the port of Guaramonte was entered by a ship flying Spanish colors.
Listen,
The captain, the man known as El Draco,
Is that
sent
why you've been
soldiers
sounding
ashore.
so...
Only when the
Oh,
soldiers arrested
you
the
got a
mayor,
headache.
people realized that they were English privateers. The mayor was held hostage while the soldiers
Okay.
looted and plundered the city. Amongst the treasures they stole was the
Well,
Jaguar stone.
Oh.
Tell me more about the Eagle stone.
The stone was loaded onto a galleon with many valuable artifacts plundered by the Spanish. But shortly after leaving harbor, a terrible squall blew up and damaged the ship. The ship was intercepted by a bloodthirsty pirate.
I wish I could make your day less
Ketch
meh.
made short work of overpowering the crew, stealing the treasure, and sinking the Spanish ship.
Where is the Jaguar stone now?
I suppose El Draco took it back to his
I know,
homeland,
but I don't
across
like
the
seeing
Great
people mad
Sea.
days.
To England.
I mean, whenever I see people sad or like in a slump, I don't like seeing them sad. I like trying to cheer them up, regardless of mad days. I know because I know you guys would do the same. I mean, I would have thought mad day would be like somewhat sad, but fair enough.
Where's the Eagle Stone now?
Nobody knows for sure. Ketch retired from piracy and bought an island in the Caribbean.
Regardless, I don't want you to have a mad day.
What do I do when I find the stones?
Bring them here to me and I shall prepare you. The stones must be taken to the heart of the pyramid. Only
I'm
there
sorry
can they be used to
you
seal
were
the
putting
gate
that.
by which Tezcatlipoca will return to this world.
I mean, you streamed earlier.
Can
Did
you
you not
show
enjoy
me the
that?
way to the pyramid of Tezcatlipoca?
Not until you possess all 3 stones.
Now do I get the route?
Here, take it. Make haste if you wish to save the girl's life. The hummingbird sings to me of death to come.
Now you're
I
talking
like
in
the rain,
riddles
to be
again.
fair.
Listen, is it okay if I crash here? I've got no chance of finding my way through the jungle in the dark.
You're welcome.
I don't want to piss.
but you
I don't want to
probably
piss her
won't
off,
get
dying.
much sleep. Tonight's the night of the monkey dance.
George had many kids that day.
I left the village at dawn and stumbled back through the jungle in a post-party daze. It was just like sneaking
I like
back
the
to my
fact that
parents'
Nico's
house when I was
dying.
younger.
Oh, we'll just party.
Except Oakland didn't have monkeys or parrots.
I wonder if I can
The
do.
cone was ideal as a makeshift container.
I wonder if I can do this like ahead of time. Yeah, we can. I hope everybody has a good evening anyway. We have our mad days, but you know, do the things you enjoy.
As the liquid was squeezed from the root, it collected in the cone.
I'm sorry, George. No. Pick that fucking back up. You're saying I can't take it with me? For fuck's sake. So I'm going to have to go up here just for the priest to tell me, oh yes, you need to, George, what are you doing? Come down here just for him to go, oh yes, here it is.
The shaman thinks you should go visit your kids.
So, he told you?
Look, Hubert, having an extended family is nothing to be ashamed of. If I was you, I'd be ashamed of not being there for them.
It was that damned monkey dance that led me astray.
Yeah. A sight like that must be difficult to forget. Do you want to tell me what happened at the village?
I forgot my vows. I let myself be overwhelmed by the beauty of this unspoiled paradise, and in a moment of weakness, animal passion reared its rampant head.
I had sex with many
You
women.
should be writing romantic novels. Did you experience some kind of a physical liaison at the village?
Yes, I'm ashamed to admit it, but I found myself doing the monkey dance.
I've never heard it called that before. And I didn't want to pry any deeper into Hubert's murky past.
Murky past. I guess we're going with Nico.
Nico?
Huh?
I don't think she even recognized me. There was no point in disturbing her while she was that sick.
Okay.
There was nothing else I wanted.
Oh, for fuck's sake. What are we supposed to do then?
I couldn't steal from her.
We're not stealing, we're borrowing.
I didn't have any... I thought it best not to defile the...
I thought I was supposed to take this stuff up to her, or have I fucked it up? I don't think I have. Oh, okay, I had to literally click on the cat house. That's stupid.
Look, Hubert, the antidote.
Well, what are you waiting for? Give it to the girl, quickly.
Quickly, you know, you're just partying last night. You know, these things.
Nico. Here, drink this.
Oh, George, it's horrible.
Just swallow it down.
It tastes fucking
Okay,
disgusting.
try and rest now, darling. You'll need all your strength when we go after the other two stones.
Other stones? What other stones? What have you gotten me into now, Josh Stobart?
Well, the patient is sounding more like her old self already.
After flying across the Caribbean Sea.
Nico recovered quickly from her fever. To save time, we decided to split up and look for each stone independently. I traced the pirate Ketch to a remote island in the Caribbean. With the fortune he'd amassed from piracy, he'd retired to a place that was later called Ketch's
Oh
Landing.
god, is this place? Hold on, I need to clean my glasses. This one was difficult, I remember this one.
Hi, is this Ketch's Landing?
Yeah, that's right.
My name's George Stobart. You're a surveyor, right, Mr.
Bronson. And of course I'm a surveyor. Why the hell else would I have a theodolite?
I don't know, hobby maybe?
Yeah, right. What brings you here anyway?
I'm searching for an ancient Mayan artifact.
What is it? Some kind of
I'm here to steal shit.
No, it's obsidian. A black stone with supposedly mystic powers.
You're nuts.
No, I'm not. I'm George.
This is similar to the stone I'm looking for.
What makes you think you'll find it here?
Because when the stones were stolen in the 17th century,
Hold it. The stones have been lost for 300 years?
approximately,
And you're hoping to find them again? You're nuts. And why here?
a wise old Indian shaman told me he saw the stones in a vision.
Ha ha. That's rich. Listen, I got work to do, okay?
You can tell that's the voice that is Dwayne's voice. Sorry, I just do my nails as well.
Look at this. An article about a total eclipse of the sun.
Oh,
Total
yeah?
eclipse of the
Listen,
sun.
I don't want to be rude, but it just comes naturally. I really don't care.
Catch you later, Bronson.
You dickbag. Come on. Come on, George. Here we go. Oh, yeah.
You want to buy some fish?
Nah, I don't like fish. What's your name?
Rio.
It means river. What about you?
George. It means, well, it's just a name.
Why does he look pissed off?
Is it true that Captain Ketch lived around here?
That's right. That's his house up on the hill. It's a museum now.
Yeah? That's exactly what I need. Thanks, kid.
You won't get inside, you know. The old ladies close it down.
What do you know about Captain Ketch?
Just what everybody knows around here.
Captain
He was a
Betch.
pirate and get himself hung.
Who are these old ladies you mentioned?
Miss Frost and Miss Mina Ketch.
How come the old ladies closed the museum?
It's Bronson's doing. Him have the plans for redeveloping the museum. They're going to regret it, you know. The man's a crook.
No school today?
No, sir.
What about your education?
I can fish, sail, and swim. I've been looking after myself since I was 6, and I'm bilingual.
Aren't you a little overqualified for a beach bum?
Well, you know, there's a lot of competition.
Is there now?
Do you know anything about pirate treasure?
Man, that's all stories. There's no such thing as a real pirate treasure.
Do you know anything about a forthcoming eclipse?
No, but that explains why the
Weird
weather's about
location,
to get real
yeah.
bad.
Rio, it's a beautiful day. There's no more than a whisker of cloud in the sky.
Trust me, man, it's going to get real bad.
Go on. Now we travel up to the house. Traveling up to the house. Wait, can I pick up the net?
I didn't want a fishing net.
Or do you? No, I didn't want the fishing net. Hey, kitty.
Hi, Puss. Wanna play? Hey, cat. Watch where you're putting those claws. The ladder extended easily.
Isn't it? Oh, I was supposed to get a fish, aren't I?
It was locked.
The house is closed.
Close.
How come?
It is undergoing refurbishment.
Refurbishment. Where are the workmen?
Preparation is half the work, young man. The intention
I think I don't
is
have to give the
prepare
worm to the
museum
kid
for
or something.
new century.
The Frederick Ketch Memorial Museum. It would look nice in neon.
A museum for a pirate? There was a stony silence.
Frederick Ketch was emphatically not a pirate. It's precisely this sort of vile misrepresentation that Mr. Bronson is seeking to rebalance.
Oh? How?
Mr. Bronson has kindly agreed to undertake the museum's refurbishment at a very reasonable price. He understands the importance of a sense of history.
Funny. That's not the impression I got of Bronson at all.
He also understands spherical geometry.
Mina?
No.
He does.
Listen, ma'am. I came a long way to visit this place.
If we make an exception in your case, everyone will want to get in.
Pardon me, but I didn't exactly have to fight my way through the crowds.
You're the second visitor we've had today.
No, I'm sorry, but it's impossible.
God, that cat's making me bloody yawn. He's yawning every now and again.
I wasn't going to risk further laceration by the cat's claws.
Alright, I think we have to go... I think we have to give the worm to the kid.
What you got there?
I didn't think the kid would be interested in that. Who are these old ladies you mentioned?
Miss Frost and Miss Mina Ketch.
How come the old ladies closed the museum?
It's Bronson's doing. Him have the plans for redeveloping the museum. Oh, I know all about Mr. Bronson's plans.
Can I have a
I
fish?
didn't know the first thing about sailing a dinghy.
I want a fish. Give him a fish. I swear you're supposed to give him the Sorry. It's where he says to give him the worm.
I just had to sneak a look at those plans.
Hey, get out of there.
You had all that time, George. Why did you wait?
Know, wherever I go, I hear those words. Paris, Syria, Ireland, or Spain. Makes no difference.
What do you think you're doing?
I was trying to show some interest in your project.
Do again. No. Okay. Come on. Oh my god.
What are you doing with the theodolite?
Surveying the old house. I got great plans for this place.
Oh, yeah?
You bet. Take a look around. What do you see?
Paradise.
I see opportunity. This place is ripe for development.
I like it just the way it is.
And that's where we differ. You see, Mr. Stobart, I'm what you might call a man of vision. I see a great future for Ketch's Landing,
Fucking
and
hotels.
it all starts here, with that house. Say, was that kid giving you trouble?
The Fisher boy? No, he was very polite.
Ha! He's a juvenile delinquent. I suppose he told you I was a crook.
Oh, yes, you are.
Yeah, he did, now you mention it.
One of these days, that kid's gonna have a boating accident, even if I have to hold his head under myself.
Can I take a look at your plans?
No way! What interest would they be to you, anyhow?
I've always had a secret desire
Fucking
to
set his
be a
plans on
surveyor.
fire.
You have?
Sure. I mean, you surveyors are just like the great explorers, aren't you? Henry the Navigator, Vasco da Gama, Chris Columbus. Maybe you don't sail uncharted seas or discover new continents, but you're okay in my book.
Horse shit. You just stay away from those plans, you hear?
Tell me about the two old ladies.
Who? The Ketch sisters. One of them's crazy as a coot, and the other will turn you to stone if you're not careful.
How do you survey a house like that?
I put a target reflector on the end of one of the flagpoles up there on the house. I sight on it from various locations through the theodolite, record the angles along the baseline, and triangulate them to give me the exact position of the target. Understand?
Why the end of the flagpole? Wouldn't it have been better on a corner of a wall or something?
Are you a surveyor?
No, my degree's in law.
Then shut up.
Catch you later, Bronson.
Dick. Alright, I know I'm supposed to... Sorry, I'm supposed to talk to this kid. About, like, getting a fish, and he's like, give me a worm and I'll catch one for you.
Will you help me get those plans?
I don't want to go nowhere near that man. He promised to drown me when he found the fish I left in his sleeping bag.
Okay, so... Not yet, then. Oh, I'm back. I probably won't be streaming too long tonight. I'll probably stream to about 10-ish. What do you have on you? Coal, stone, dart, statue, worm, paper, and panties. I know the worm I think you're supposed to give to the kid, aren't you?
Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Good afternoon, Mr. Stobart. Would you care for tea?
No, thank you, ma'am. I don't like tea. Is that your cat?
Yes, it is.
That's Ruddles.
Do you like cats, Mr. Stobart?
You bet. Especially spit roast.
Okay.
You're really fond of that cat, aren't you?
He is our companion and our solace.
I thought about catnapping the little monster until they let me in, but it wasn't my style. Maybe there was some other way I could use their affection for the cat to get me into the house. Can you tell me anything about
Maybe
Captain
now I'm
Ketch?
supposed to go and
More
ask
than
about the
you
fish.
can tell me about your great-great-great-great-grandfather, no doubt.
You're his descendants?
Certainly. Captain Ketch was born in Dorset, England, in the reign of King Henry VIII. His family were undistinguished farmers, but young Frederick Ketch decided to go to sea.
We have plenty of seamen in our family, Mr. Stobart.
Are you
Oh, wink,
interested
wink.
in history, Mr. Stobart?
Yes, I am. You were telling me about Captain Ketch. Do go on.
Oh, yes. He sailed under Hawkins.
Jim Hawkins?
John Hawkins, one of the great traders of the Elizabethan age. In 1568, Frederick Ketch was a young man serving aboard the Jesus, Hawkins' flagship. They sailed from England to Africa and across the wide Atlantic to these islands. Ketch was never to see the shores of England again,
How come Ketch never made it home?
because the Spaniards sank the Jesus in an act of treachery.
You said Hawkins' fleet traded between Africa and the Indies. What was it they were trading?
Black men with no shirts.
You have to understand, Mr. Stobart, that this was the 16th century.
But that doesn't alter the fact that Hawkins and Ketch were slavers and pirates.
Would it surprise you to learn that Hawkins was also a devoutly religious man?
He transported slaves in a ship named after Jesus Christ. In my book, that makes him a hypocrite. I've been talking to Rio, the little fisher boy.
I'll thank you not to mention that little wretch in my presence.
Dirty little whelk. Nasty fishy boy.
That will do, Mina.
I gather you don't have much time for the little boy.
That child is a delinquent, Mr. Stobart.
Yeah, well, he's only, what, 11, maybe?
A knave with one hand on the tops.
Okay.
What is it about Rio that you don't like, Miss Frost?
Well, once upon a time, he and Emily...
Be quiet this instant, Mina.
What can you tell me about Emily?
Emily? What business can she be of yours?
Her parents were killed in a typhoon.
We, as her only living relatives, took it upon ourselves to raise the child.
It's good to know Charity isn't dead.
Oh, but she is. Washed overboard in the typhoon.
Mr. Stobart wasn't talking about Emily's mother. He was being sarcastic.
What else can you tell me about Emily?
How dare you pry into our family in this way? I refuse to answer any more of your impertinent questions.
Rude.
What happened to Ketch? Was he killed?
Oh no, he got away and returned to this island, to this very house.
The Frederick Ketch Memorial Museum.
Okay, it was time for diversionary tactics. I thought I saw a little girl down on the beach.
You must be mistaken.
He must be mistaken. Mustn't he, Frost?
I'm sure I'm not. A little girl and that young fisher boy.
What? It's not possible. What were they doing?
Oh, the kinds of things that all little boys and girls get up to at their age.
When I was a little girl, we used to play cows and milkmaids.
Woe betide you if you're lying to us, Mr. Stobart. Heaven...
Ah. Oh, sharp pain. I'm back.
With a creak of ancient corsetry, the sisters sailed majestically over the distant horizon.
I broke into the house.
I wasn't going to risk.
Can't get in the house yet, can we?
It was locked.
Damn it.
The window was locked.
Damn it.
The windows were way out of reach. If I could get up to them, maybe I could climb in that way.
Okay, let's try that then.
Just my luck. I'd struck out again. The windows were all locked. I didn't have a flag on me, so the flagpole would have to stay bare. Maybe in my high school days, but not now.
I like that as an option though.
Nah, I didn't have the throwing strength to knock the marker off. Nah,
Okay.
no. That
Right, let's try. It's going down. I think I have... Wait. Oh. Don't I have to use the panties on the tree or something? Like, ping it. I have to ping the ball into that, I remember. I'm remembering bits about this.
Did you see the weird sisters come by here?
Did I? They look madder than usual, so I hide until they're gone by.
Just as well. They thought you were playing with Emily. Boy, were they steamed.
Emily? You're madder than them.
Tell me about your friend Emily.
Why are you so interested in Emily Ketch?
Emily Ketch? A descendant of Captain Ketch, the pirate?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't bother you?
Why should it? We don't responsible for our ancestors.
Can you let me have a fish, kid?
I thought you said you don't like fish.
It's not for me. It's a present.
For the old ladies? Well, it makes a change from flowers and candy.
No, it's for their cat.
Okay. What do I get out of it?
I can pay you. I've got Quarramontian dollars, French francs, and traveler's checks.
You must be joking. The nearest bank is 3 islands away.
Will you give me a fish if I give you these, Rio, are these ugly, tasteless nylon panties worth a fish?
No, man.
Oh, okay.
Is this worm worth a fish?
Could be good bait. How did it die?
I think it drowned in tequila.
Just like my Uncle Gabriel. Yeah, I'll have that.
I love that.
Okay, I'll get you a fish. It might take a while, though.
I think Bronson is trying to cheat those sweet, vulnerable old ladies.
That's a little unfair, isn't it?
Okay. He's trying to cheat those seriously demented poison.
You have to admire his acumen.
Should poison the little kid.
What you got there?
I didn't think the kid would be interested in that.
The kid looked at me as I tried to poison him.
No luck with a fish?
No, man. They don't want bite. That's 'cause they know there's a storm brewing.
Storm? I don't think so.
Hey, I got a bite.
You have?
It's a big one. A real big one.
Reel him in, Rio. Jeez, it must be a whale or something.
Oh. Thanks, the unicycle.
Rustiest whale I ever see.
I still need a fish, Rio.
Okay, make me try again.
Maybe you better change your bait. The only serviceable part of the bicycle's wreck was a rubber inner tube. You just never know when you're going to need stuff like that.
There we go.
There's a fish, my man.
I can't put it in my pocket while it's flapping about like that.
No problem.
Yep, catapult. Let's go. Slowly, because fucking George takes ages to walk forward. Da 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 da. Oh, look at the time. Right. Cat gets fish.
Okay, cat. You don't deserve this, but here's a little fish.
Here's a little fish I know. Don't worry. Just don't use the like, meow.
The little monster ate the fish, but never strayed far from the ball.
Did I mess up? Oh, I remember now. I'm supposed to tie the fish to that, aren't I? God damn it. Don't I need a bit of rope, though?
There was nothing else on.
There's a fish, my man.
And like he's prepared, he's like, I saw you wanted this, so here's another. Do you have any rope?
What can I do with an old inner tube?
I know what I'd do. I'd make the biggest catapult you'd ever seen and use it to smack Bronson with a fish from a safe distance.
Those ballistic fish shenanigans of yours are gonna get you in deep trouble someday.
Maybe. When I tried to do it before, he's like, I don't need that. But maybe we'll take it now. Do I have anything to cut it with?
I didn't want a fishing net.
There's like nothing to cut it with either.
Ow, ow, ow. I couldn't reach. No.
I swear you...
I don't. No. Wrong.
Maybe I don't need the... Maybe I don't need it. I don't know. I think I've got... I can't use the coal.
I put my lucky lump of coal in the catapult. Took aim.
And...
No! My lucky piece of coal vanished into the distance. It looked like it was going into orbit.
Oh! I fucking lost that one.
I doubted I had Rio's grasp of piscine aerodynamics. There had to be a better projectile than a dead fish.
Where do I put the fish? I feel like I'm supposed to put it somewhere. Right, maybe I'm supposed to give the fish to it again. You know, like give it multiple times to the fish. To the fish. Can I wait? Can I poison the fish?
I don't think so. It would have been pretty cool to drug the cat, but I didn't have the heart. And besides which, those sisters would kill me.
I don't even like the fact that's even an option, but okay.
Here's another little fish. The little monster ate the fish, but never strayed far from the ball.
I tried to, but it wouldn't let me. Right. To save time. Right, so we can't actually... I've tried putting it on the end of the flagpole before. I feel like we've got... I think we've got to get like a rope or something, like a little or string.
That wouldn't work.
Yeah.
I'd better think this through. I don't think so.
It's frustrating. See, logically, you'd go, oh, I'll put the fish over here. So the cat goes over and then you go and grab that, but...
No, I couldn't just go around throwing things at other people's windows.
So annoying. I can't get that from that. Is there anywhere else we can go? String. No, there's something else around here. Inner tube on the flagpole.
I just had to sneak a look at those plans.
Maybe.
Hey, get out of there.
Okay.
Save time. Maybe it is the inner tube on that. Oh, we can pick it up, so maybe, yeah. Alright, let's do this. Ah. Good one, D.
I'd have to do that from the ground.
Oh, for fuck's sake, George. Just pull it up. I think it is, yeah.
That should get the old cat dancing. I just hoped it didn't give itself a cardiac.
Meow? Yoink.
I didn't want to risk the wrath of that vicious animal by putting my hand within striking distance of those claws.
So climb the ladder first.
I didn't have a flag on me, so the...
Are you serious? I do like the fact they animated it like the blood on a fish. Right, so that back in there. And then we go. Bing.
I put the ball in the catapult.
Took aim.
Took aim. Yes! Okay, so it was a lucky shot, but I'd knocked the theodolite target clean off the end of the flagpole.
How disappointed he looks down there. Wasn't me.
What the hell's going on here?
Hi, Bronson. Nice to see you, too.
You again. Have you been screwing around with my theodolite target? Where is it? I had to climb out of the window to put that one on. Damn it, I'm gonna have to go through all that again.
Not this time. The house is locked up and the sisters aren't here.
Hell's teeth! I'll have to put the spare target on the other flagpole. A whole morning's work wasted.
Oh,
I'm
no.
gonna fix all this, and then I'm gonna fix you.
Yeah, where's
hear?
Terra in his...
Yeah? Fine. I'll be waiting.
I mean, you missed it. The Terrell's Nico was dying, but she's fine now. I suppose I could change the title. There we go. Can I get the energy back?
The novelty value of having an inner tube in my pocket had worn off. I left it there.
Oh, shut up, George. You'd take it anyway.
I just had to sneak a look at those plans.
Hey! Get away from there, right now!
Oh, I know what I was supposed to
And
do.
stay out!
I know what I was supposed to do. Back up. Yeah, there's no. I don't think there's any scary stuff in this film. In this game. But ooh. This whole game, like, Yeah, it's it's
What you doing, Bronson? Just hanging around?
I'm gonna
I'm
kill
not
you
too
for
sure when
this,
this came out.
Stobart.
It must be
Get
early
me down
2000s.
from here.
What, so you can kill me? Gee, you talked me out of it, Bronson.
I felt a little guilty about leaving Bronson up there, but not much, obviously. The marker was a bright, shiny thing, and I have a weakness for bright, shiny
Yeah, I think it
things.
came like 2000. So it's about
It wasn't going to be
22
much
years
use without
nearly
the
22
theodolite,
years
though.
old. But it's one of my favourite ever games, so I'm glad to be playing it. I mean, it is a flagpole. I think they have to be pretty strong.
With Bronson out of the way, I could finally get a clear look at the plans. Engineers' drawings didn't mean much to me, but one thing was clear. These plans were for a 5-story, 200-roomed, luxury, pirate-themed hotel. Another stain on the bedspread of paradise.
Always a fucking hotel. Always, ugh. Bastard. Alright, that's Nicky's pole. I took his really expensive theodolite and stuck it in my trousers. Somehow. Alright, I think we can go back up now.
You there? Why is Mr. Bronson hanging from that flagpole?
He climbed up there of his own accord.
Then help him, you stupid man! Quickly, before he falls!
No. I refuse.
Hi. Could I ask...
Never mind that. Help poor Mr. Bronson.
Do I have the plan? Oh yeah, here we go.
Here, Bronson's plans.
Dude's gonna sell you out.
This means nothing to me.
She's not wearing her reading glasses.
Ah, wait. Yes, I see now. I see it all too clearly. That man is planning to build a huge hotel. Bronson is a confidence trickster. Meanwhile, we
He's
have
an
been
arsehole,
duped.
basically.
I'm glad we didn't sign his contract.
Oh, I hate tricksters.
I know.
Especially confident ones.
These were updated for the remastered version, so they're like sort of frightening some of the designs for it.
Mr. Bronson, you may consider yourself persona non grata.
Yes. Cave Canum.
Kindly disentangle yourself from our flagpole and eject yourself from our property this very minute.
Disentangle. Eject.
Words!
Hey, cut that out, you crazy old bat.
How dare you! Mina isn't crazy, she's just engagingly eccentric.
Yeah, as a bedbug. Ouch!
Lovely as this little vista is, I'd be really grateful if you could let me into the museum now.
Certainly, young man. We are most grateful to you for exposing this scoundrel.
You
Mina,
may take one gift from the gift shop.
Thanks, ladies.
Stobart, be a pal. Get these harpies off me.
No.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna make my way into the museum. Bye, Felicia. Meanwhile in London.
While George was basking in the sun-drenched Caribbean, I went to London. It was a long shot, but I thought I'd start my search for the Jaguar Stone at the British Museum.
It's the girls from the last game. Is it the last game? No, it's start the game. The ones.
Bonjour. I wonder if you could help me. What's
Fucking
so
weird.
funny? Oh, never mind. It was a stone identical in size and style to the Coyote Stone. However, this stone bore the image of a jaguar.
Just what you need. we have any?
There was nothing very useful in my bag, just a single hair clip.
Which we will use. Oh,
That's the kind of thing Georges would do, not me.
I'm sorry, but in the first game, you broke into a bloody table with a hair clip. So, I'm sorry.
I didn't need to make a call.
Or did I?
Can I help you, miss?
Have
Yes,
you
you
ever heard
can.
of an English sea captain called El Draco?
El Draco? Not a very English name.
I think that's what the Spanish would have called him. It was about the time of the conquistadors.
16th century. Oh, I know. That's what the Spanish called Sir Francis Drake.
Francis Drake? Have you got anything here that belonged to him?
Indeed, miss. We have a couple of artifacts he brought back from one of his journeys.
I didn't think the museum attendant would be interested in a hair grip. Not even a cute one like this. What can you tell me about that stone with a jaguar on it?
The so-called
Jaguar.
Jaguar stone was brought back from the Americas by Sir Francis Drake and presented, along with the more famous scrying mirror, to John Dee.
What's this scrying mirror?
It's a little square of polished obsidian. Mine it is.
And what does it do?
Well, it's a bit like a crystal ball, except flat and black. And you can't see anything in it. Old man Dee had a psychic who reckoned he could speak to the angels through it. I think he was taking Dee for a ride myself. The old loony didn't like the stone, though. Reckoned it was tainted by the devil. Come along, miss. I'll show you the mirror.
Ooh.
There. John Dee's famous scrying mirror, given to him by Francis Drake.
Do you know if this mirror has any relevance to Tezcatlipoca?
Oh? Tis like... I can't even... Ah, there's someone here who'll be able to help you better than me.
Old Dave over here.
This young lady has some questions to ask, Professor. I think she's from France.
Professor Roubillet?
Eh? What?
You two know each other, do you? Excuse me, the telephone.
The Italy man.
We meet again.
Mademoiselle, France, eh?
Yes, I believe that's where you live, Professor.
I have a house there, on the outskirts of Paris, but I haven't been back for many months.
What can you tell me about the Jaguar stone, Professor?
It's obsidian, from the Chichen Itza region.
Okay. Awkward staring at each other.
Professor Roubillet, your taxi's here.
If you'll excuse me, I have some urgent business to attend to at the docks.
Can you answer me some questions about the Jaguar stone?
Certainly, miss. If you just step this way.
Oh.
It's gone. Some sods half-inched it.
Half-inched?
Pinched.
Stolen it, miss. Never mind. The silent alarm will have been tripped. I'm afraid nobody can leave until our crack security team gets here.
How long will that take?
Could be a while. I think it's their tea break.
The thief could be miles away by then.
Don't you worry about that, miss. Just don't try to leave.
It was too much of a coincidence that Roubillet showed up and the stone promptly disappeared.
It's too
I didn't
suspicious.
have time for their crack security team to finish their tea. I had to get after him. I didn't want the mask, although it certainly reminded me of somebody.
Excuse me, miss. Please don't touch the exhibits.
Are blinds exhibits?
I didn't need to make a...
So he notices me doing that behind him, but me taking a key in front of him.
It would
you know.
probably be less suspicious if I kept away from the empty case. The cabinet was locked.
Or was it?
The key unlocked the case.
I like it now. I'm just stealing shit in front of this guard.
I locked the case again and took the key.
I decided to take all the shit.
The cabinet was locked.
I just used a key on it. How can it be locked? Thank you.
The key didn't fit this lock.
Just try this then. Really? Okay.
It was an obsidian dagger, thin and razor sharp.
Okay.
I didn't.
Oh my god. Come on. Come on, come on. Come on, Nico. Drag you over there.
Take a look at this.
What are you doing with that?
Just looking. What was it used for?
It's a sacrificial dagger, and I'd feel a lot happier if you put it down.
Dan.
Look at this. The thief left this key in the cabinet.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
That makes the theft an inside job, right?
Oh dear.
In other words, the thief was Professor Oublier.
Well, let's leave that for the police to
I
decide,
mean, clearly
shall we?
it was.
I better phone them right away.
I better escape right away. Come on, come on, give me control. Give me control.
Hello?
I knew I had nothing to worry about if the police were called.
Yes, I'll hold.
But I had to catch up with Oublier, and fast.
Do 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 do. Escaping.
The doors were securely locked.
Or were they?
The dagger might leave or open the doors, but I wasn't going anywhere until I knew where Oublier had gone.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It was a hair clip.
Okay, so I can't get into the cabinet thing. Can I get in there with the hair clip, maybe?
That's the kind of thing.
Oh my god.
There was nothing you.
Maybe I have to talk to all the statues. Hello, statue.
I wanted nothing to do with that statue. It made me nervous somehow.
I don't know what to interact with next. Can I go out this way?
I'm sorry, miss, but I shall have to ask you to stay.
Oh, but surely you don't suspect me of stealing the stone?
No, but you will have to make a statement to the police. You're a witness.
What do I do?
There was no point. I didn't want them.
Okay. Like, how am I supposed to figure out where he's gone? That doesn't help me at all. So we can't leave because we need to know where he's gone. But how are we supposed to know where he's gone?
The doors were securely locked. The dagger might leave or open the doors, but I wasn't going anywhere until I knew where Oublier had gone.
I hate this so much. Come on. Okay, you don't want to do anything with that one, so maybe this one. You don't want to open that either, do you?
The cabinet was locked.
Yes, that's why I chose to use this. No, you don't want to use that, and then you don't want to use the key either.
I'd already tried to open the cabinet with no success.
Just smash it open. Oh my god.
The cabinet, it was the obsidian mirror.
Right. I have the key in the dagger, but how did it help me? Bullshit.
I didn't.
So stupid.
You'll have to be quick, miss. I'm on the phone.
Don't you think it's suspicious that Oublier has urgent business at the docks?
Not in the slightest, young lady. He's gone to oversee the unloading of cargo, an exhibition of Mayan sculpture on loan from Mexico City.
What's the name of the ship?
The Xibalba Princess.
Sebulba. He's a Star Wars fan. Right, now we've got the information.
I levered the handle open with the thin dagger.
I escaped. Meanwhile, we're back at Kedge Landing.
The room had been decorated to resemble the interior of a sailing ship. It was disturbingly effective.
No, George, don't you leave.
The ship looked too fragile to touch. It was a neat oil lantern made of brass.
I took it.
Holding that lantern, I felt kinda biblical. Like Jesus or Florence Nightingale. The lantern fitted so precisely in the inkwell, it could only be deliberate. Okay, I've had my hands on an historical document. Now what?
We put it there.
The chart fitted exactly into the recess on the top of the desk.
See chest. Open chest.
Surprise!
What the? Who are you?
I'm Emily.
What were you doing in there, Emily?
Hiding. What are you doing here?
Grown-up stuff.
Grown-ups? I'm never gonna grow up, I'm not. You shouldn't be here. What's your name?
I'm George.
Pleased to meet you, Jaws.
George.
Jaws?
Jeez.
Make your mind up.
So there's supposed to be. I don't know if it was actually like a proper. I don't know if it's actually real, but apparently this girl died. Like there's a whole like rumor going around for it that like, she died. That's why she said she's never going to grow up, and in fact she was trapped inside of the chest.
What can you tell me
That
about
she's a
Captain
ghost.
Ketch?
That's
him
what
on
I've
the
heard.
wall, in the picture.
Yeah?
Which makes sense.
Boy, that's interesting.
He was a sailor captain. This is his house.
Why don't you go play with Rio?
I'm not allowed.
How come?
'Cause Aunt Frost says I'm not allowed out of the house. That's why, Mr. Nosy Beak.
Too bad. Why don't you ask your other aunt if you can play with Rio?
Aunt
That's like
Mina's
biblical.
cooking.
Yeah, I
Aunt
guess
Frost
not
says
really that
so.
biblical.
She
biblical
says when
no.
the Lord handed out common sense, Aunt Mina was off getting double portions of chin.
That Rio's a smart kid. He helped me outwit Bronson.
Rio is clever. He can spit ever so far.
Lovely.
Would you like to play darts?
No?
Oh, come on. I'll throw, you catch.
That's dangerous. Darts will stick in me and make me bleed.
Do you know how to use a theodolite?
We don't learn anything about surveying at my school. Not until 5th grade.
Look, An ancient Mayan stone.
Is that a magic stone?
Well, I don't know about that.
No.
She's got a creepy face.
The ship looked too fragile to touch. March 20th, 1670 fix. It was garbage. Huh. I guess being a pirate didn't require too many academic qualifications. The passage went on to describe how Ketch had got wind of the approach of a fleet of English ships. It seemed the new governor had not shared his predecessor's views on Ketch's activities. They were out for his blood.
So I
Sailed
found
to that place where I made secure my fortune. I returned safe in the knowledge that the governor shall not discover that which I had hidden. For is it not writ that 'tis easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle?
So I found out why a lot of old like sort of stuff had have like Fs. So you got the normal Fs, but then you got to get F, which has got like a tick on the left side, which apparently in old way of writing, that was another way to say an S. So that's why it's an F, instead of an S, it's an F. It's technically an S, but like written in a different way, different pronunciation, I guess.
Yow! I should have known better than to put my hand in there. Grandma Stobart had a nasty experience in a water butt once.
Did she know?
That might come in useful in ticklish situations.
What you doing, George?
She's just
I'm
phased
just
to the
borrowing
side.
this feather, that's all.
Why?
I might be able to make use of it.
You gonna steal it? That's bad. I'm gonna tell on you.
No, don't do that.
Why not?
Well, because I'm not stealing, just borrowing.
But I believe the whole thing. She's a ghost.
Why don't you run along and play?
Aunt Mina told me. Stay out of mischief.
Well, that doesn't mean you have to stay indoors, does it? On a beautiful day like today?
There's a storm coming.
Oh, nuts. You don't know that.
I do so. I can see the whole world from the window.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm busy. There were several things I wanted to say to that awful kid, but I held my tongue.
Need the necklace.
There were several things I wanted to...
I need the necklace of her.
She wouldn't have been interested.
How do you know? And now I've got to get the necklace, but I can't remember how I would get necklace. Oh, wait, do I have to... I think I have to go and talk to the little kid. Let's save, actually, while we're here. 63% of the game already. I didn't click there. Click there.
Any use for a quill?
What's a quill?
It's what people used to write with in Captain Ketch's days.
No, man. I'd sooner be fishing.
But you can fish with feather.
There was nothing else on the bicycle wreck I could use.
Hmm.
That was...
no good.
What you got there?
I didn't think the kid had...
Alright.
It was the newspaper clipping referring to the imminent eclipse.
I don't think there's anything else I can talk to her about. God, I'm about to sneeze. Jesus. Oh God, I felt my whole soul is leaving my body.
It was a beautifully crafted model of a sailing ship. It was Captain Ketch's sea chest. Its battered appearance hinted at salty tales of maritime adventure and swashbuckling. Long months at sea with a rum-sodden, mutinous crew, hardtack and scurvy. And this chest, full to the brim with Ketch's loot, pearls, diamonds, emeralds, and doubloons. On the other hand, it could have been full of spare blankets. The little girl had cute freckles, cute little nose, and the eyes of a KGB interrogator. Around her neck was a large cross on a chain. Fine, as long as she didn't try to convert me.
Can we have the cross now?
There were several things I wanted to say to that.
Really?
She wouldn't have been interested. She wouldn't have been interested.
How do you know?
She wouldn't have been.
I don't. There's something I'm supposed to give to her, aren't I?
Hard a port, bosun. Aye, aye, Captain Stobart. She cannot take it, Captain. My lad's dead. Abandoned ship.
Two bells and all's well.
Pirates were cool.
Jesus Christ.
Captain Frederick Ketch, 1570. Around his neck was a cross. It was identical to the one the little girl was wearing. The portrait might have made a nice souvenir, but it was too large to carry.
Right, now can we go and ask her about the cross?
That cross you're wearing, Emily,
It's my lucky Jesus cross.
it's just like the one Captain Ketch wore.
Uh-huh.
Can I borrow it?
Uh-uh.
What would you trade for that cross, Emily?
A puppy.
Well, I don't happen to have a puppy in my pocket right now. Can you think of anything else you'd trade?
Don't know.
Oh my god.
There were several things I wanted to...
Yeah, okay, right. I guess maybe now we go down the beach and... Because I know you're supposed to get a necklace from the kid or something from down here. I remember all the right bits, but not in the right order.
There was nothing else. What do you give to a small, irritating girl who asks about everything?
Try a conch. Delicate colors, interesting shape, and when you put it to your ear, you can hear the sea.
Yeah, why's that?
Usually because you're standing next to it.
Cool. Have you got one?
Yeah, but I promised it to my sister. She well vexed with me.
Why is your sister mad with you?
Well, last night when I got home with our supper, she went wild. Rio, she said, how come all you ever catch is puffer fish? A sicker puffer fish. What I want is tiger fish. So don't bother come back home till you catch one, boy. I don't see how I'm gonna catch no tiger fish. All I have is a fishing pole and a worm.
What do you need to catch a tiger fish?
One of them real fancy flies like the rich fishermen use.
I'd better think...
Oh, come on.
What you got there?
I didn't think the kid had... No.
I know it's...
That would... No.
I know you're
It
supposed
was
to
the
connect...
electronic marker which Bronson used with his theodolite.
I swear you're...
I don't think so.
I know you're supposed to use...
It was the
combine
quill
outside
I'd
something.
found in the Ketch Museum. It was the poison dart which had stunned Nico.
What would I combine that with, though?
No. That would... I didn't want a fishing net. It was a net left to dry in the sunshine.
Yes.
It was a net.
But nothing else to it. Okay.
It was the coyote stone.
Oh my god. Further plus right. Yeah, I tried that.
I don't think so.
George has been really stubborn. Because I know you got to make a little lure, but with the thing, but I can't. What else?
I wasn't going to risk further laceration by the cat's claws. The window was locked.
Anything else back here? No. Ah. Hint, hint.
The cat made short work of the feather, tearing it into a blizzard of small pieces.
Thank you, D.
No.
That be it then?
Nope.
Right, let's try again now then. Fork goes a long way. Oh god. What? I'm clicking there. Why are you going down there, George? Jesus. Right, let's try this again. Is this good enough for you? Yeah, I do. That's what I was thinking, because a lot of
What you got there?
Hey, this is just what you need
a
to
lot
make
of
a fly.
like fishes use feathers in
Thanks.
their lures.
Let's hope them tiger fish hungry. A deal's a deal. Here's a conch.
Right. Back up the hill.
It was the conch shell that Rio had given me. It was the conch.
Okay, I thought he was going to like pop his ear then. That little tool goes dead.
Here, I've got a conch. Would you like it?
Dunno. Aunt Frost told me never to take presents from strange men.
I'm not a strange man.
Then why are you called Jaws? Jaws? That's a stupid name.
I'm not called... Look, conch, pretty. Swap for the cross, yes or no? Right, this thing's going out the window.
Okay, we'll do swapsies.
Take the fucking conch. Right, now we can put that in there.
Ketch's cross slipped snugly into the penholder.
What you doing now, Jaws?
Knock it off, will ya? There's something
Knock
you
it
want.
off!
I don't buy cute or lost puppy. I've put your cross in this little hole in the desk.
Why?
Impulse mainly, with a dash of irrational intuition.
Silly. Only women have intuition.
That's sexist.
The lantern cast a strong light over the desktop. The light cast a shadow of the cross. And the shadow fell precisely over a small, unnamed island shaped like a skull.
Kinda sus.
That must be it. Ketch's Treasure Island.
Uh-oh. That's Zombie Island. It's a bad place.
No kidding? Well, bad place or not, that's my next port of call.
Can I come too?
The hell you can.
I never get to leave the house.
Because you're dead.
It was Emily. Short, cute, and irritating to know.
I never get to leave the house. Not since the incident. I got trapped in a treasure chest one day and I couldn't get out. The only thing that like backs that up is the fact that George had trouble lifting the lid up. So
Would you take me to, Zombie Island?
In this weather? You're mad, man.
The rain will keep the zombies indoors. Just say I did meet a zombie. What would you do?
There ain't no zombies on Zombie Island. At least, not anymore. It's uninhabited.
Good. What do you mean, not anymore?
You still want to go?
I guess.
Well,
why not?
I ain't had no luck with them tiger fish. And with the mood my sister is in, I'll be safer with the zombies.
Oh, on we go. And the animations in this game are amazing. Hey.
So, this was Zombie Island. Somehow I'd been expecting something more sinister.
Hey, look, my lucky coal.
Come on, Rio. Let's find that treasure.
No, thanks. I'm staying right here.
Oh, come on. You said yourself there's no zombies left.
Yeah, but that was while there was a big pile of seawater between me and this place. All me have now is this little bit between the boat and the shore, and I'm hanging on to it.
It's our coal.
It can't be. But it was. My lucky piece of coal.
Which makes no sense.
Rio, how
Because
far
it
away
was
is
going that
Ketch's
way.
Landing from here?
Best part of 10 miles.
He went that way, so
Why?
how's his coal?
10 miles? That catapult must have been a lot more powerful than I thought.
Oh, let's go onwards. Oh, no, we need to climb the rock, don't we?
The cliff was steep. Too steep to climb without handholds.
Do we have any handholds?
And I couldn't find any.
Do we have... Can we get anywhere? Do we have anything we can click on?
It was too high. I couldn't get up there. Rio's boat was strewn with fishing nets and tackle. I was quite happy where I was, relatively speaking. Could I borrow your net?
Yeah, man, no problem.
Yeah.
You planning on catching some fish?
Nope. I'm after a big rock. That Emily sure asks a lot of questions.
Rest it, man. This whole Emily business just isn't funny.
Look, we're obviously at cross purposes here. I'm talking about Emily Ketch.
Yeah, and so am I. She was my friend. Her
Yeah,
aunts
she's
hated
dead.
But we did move together, you know. She used to be real keen at hide and seek. It could take hours to find her. One time, the last time, it took days. She must have shouted and screamed herself hoarse, but there was
Did
nobody
forget
to
about this
hear
bit.
her.
Where'd she hidden herself?
Captain Ketch's old sea chest. The only way to open it was from the outside.
Suddenly, I didn't feel so
She's
good.
dead
We
all
never
the time.
exchanged another word about Emily Ketch.
Yeah, I remember seeing about this thing. I was like, she's got to been dead then. So we seen ghosts. Creepy.
Well, here I go.
The great
Wish me
chimpan,
luck,
yes.
Rio.
Thank
Good
you.
luck, George. Watch out for the
How you doing,
Walking Dead.
Samito? That's good. That's good.
I stumbled down dark stairwells for what seemed like forever, until suddenly
It's super
I
fun.
found
It's my favourite
myself-
all-time game.
Wow!
I love this bit.
In an abandoned London Underground station. This place must have been closed down decades ago.
Right, so there is a little Easter egg on this bit, which I love. Save. We're already 70% in.
The machine looked like it had sold its last ticket a long time ago. The cup was empty. The tray was empty. The slot was much too thin for my fingers. I pushed the hair clip into the slot and whatever was stuck there disappeared into the machine. I pulled out an old English penny.
And...
An ancient bar of chocolate dropped into the tray at the bottom of the machine. And as a special bonus, the penny dropped through to the reject bucket.
Right, so we got the chocolate.
I pulled out an old English penny.
And we got our penny as well.
I took the ancient bar of chocolate.
Now... let's go down there.
I'd probably break my neck if I climbed over the sleepers. Or worse, a heel.
There's a way to get down one of these ends. Is it this way we need to go?
The ghost obviously didn't want to talk. Perhaps it was shy.
Right, so I think is it this way? Which is the way we need to go?
It was too dangerous. I remembered what always happened to Wile E. Coyote when he did that. A warning sign saying high voltage convinced me to leave the lights alone.
Which is the way? Is it this way?
A latch lock stopped me getting into the cupboard. The blade of the dagger just fitted between the door and the soft wood frame. The door gave slightly, and then held firm.
Okay, so... I know then.
The machine wasn't about to weigh me for nothing.
I can't remember how to get down this bit. I swear I'm supposed to be able to get down this way. Area.
I'd probably break my neck if I climbed over the sleepers, or worse, a heel. A pile of old railway sleepers was blocking the platform.
Try and remember it now. Oh, was it this?
The ghost obviously didn't want to talk.
Where can we go in there now? I'm determined to get this Easter egg done now. There we go. So we give the chocolate bar to the ghost, which allows us to go down here. Which then we get a
Who the hell are you?
Beneath a Still Sky
Joey,
Easter egg.
is that you?
I love this.
Oh, I remember you now. Hey, listen. Don't go near that hole.
Nobody tells Robert Foster what to do, lady.
You don't understand. I've played this game before. There's something horrible in that hole. Some beast with tentacles.
You're nuts.
Ah, so cool.
They don't make animations like that anymore.
I love that Easter egg so much. Right, that's that. That's one of the another one I wanted to show you.
A latch lock stopped me getting into the cupboard. The blade of the dagger was too thick to get into the narrow crack.
Alright, let's try some. Really? Coin not.
The blade of the dagger was too thick to get into the narrow crack.
Hair clip maybe?
The hair grip was too thick to fit into the crack. The machine wasn't about to weigh me for nothing.
Let's try coin again.
I put the old penny into the slot, the needle twitched rustily, and the machine spat out a card. The weight was in imperial units. It meant nothing to me. The card also had my fortune on it. A family quarrel will turn out to your advantage.
Yes. So now I guess we can use the card and crack.
I remembered my student days when I regularly forgot my house keys. A wiggle with the thick card between the frame and the lock, and the latch lifted.
Yeah.
If I closed the cupboard, the ticket might not open it again.
Ding, ding.
The train was my ride out of there. I could worry about not having a ticket when I got to the docks.
When a bit awkward, he's like, as a train driver, he's like, what? Wait, why is this one like stopping me? Right. I'm going to call it for now. Thank you all for chilling with me tonight. Sorry it was such a small stream. But I am tired. And I want to spend a bit of time with Fritz. So I hope you enjoyed. And I shall catch you all tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye-bye.